Hi, in this video I'm going to help you get your LIFX bulb to talk to Alexa, and that starts now. Well, this is going to be a little bit different video, and first of all, I need to introduce myself. I'm Ron Nutter, and this is another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. We've been doing a series of videos showing you how to get different parts of your smart home up and working. And now we've gotten to the point with the LIFX bulbs that we're going to get them talking to Alexa. So you don't have to use just the LIFX app. So to get started, we'll go over to my trusty Android phone. We'll get the screen to wake up here. There we go. And I'm going to use, since this is a Galaxy S9 Plus, I'm going to use a little bit of voice control to get things started. Open Alexa.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, now this is where we're going to get things started. So we'll tap up here in the little 3-bar area, and we will go down to Skills, and up here in Skills we'll type LIFX, and we'll click on the little search glass to get started. Now you'll see two different skills. I've used both of these and I haven't really found a distinction yet, so we'll go ahead and go with the one up top that says LIFX optimized for smart home. Now, this whole video is going to be based on the fact you've already gotten your LIFX bulbs to work with the LIFX app. If you haven't, none of these steps will help you. But, you know, one step at a time. So we'll tap on that. Now, we've got to enable the skill, which is going to involve some authorization from Alexa to LIFX so that it can get things started. So we'll tap on the enable. Now it's going to take us to a web page, and I'm going to shift away from that momentarily because don't need to have everybody seeing my account credentials. So what I've got to go through here and do is open up my password manager, and I will tell it to give me just the LIFX credentials. So we will shift back over to LIFX, and we'll enter in the email address you saw, and then we will shift back and I'll pick up the password, and then we will go back to the screen and click paste. Now we'll tap the sign in button, and then we can go back to that screen and see now it wants to authorize the app. So, or the connection between it, which is fine. We want it to do that. We'll not worry about Google Smart Lock at this point. And we'll tap on authorize. Okay, now this point is done. So we'll tap on the little X in the upper left-hand corner. Now, when we get back to the Alexa app, this is an important step, and you really can't short-circuit this process. We're going to tell it, we're going to tap on the Discover Devices, and it's going to take it about a minute to go through that process, and I'm not going to have you watch the screen during that period of time. It's just going to, it's got to go through all the skills that you've enabled. It's going to, if you've already got some devices in there, it's going to re-inventory them. That's just life. Now, something that you will want to think about, because the more you do with your smartphone, depending on the data plan you've got, you could hit some overages, especially if you've got a fairly basic plan. Now, I've got my phone on Straight Talk Wireless. There's a link in the notes. They've got a great airtime plan. It's $45 a month, unlimited talk and text, and it's cheaper than what I was paying. I cut my bill in half, let's put it that way. And we'll go back to the screen. See, now it's found everything. So I could either tap at this point, on just the, it was the studio light. This is the one I'd already defined in a previous video. And you can tap the icon and you can see the reflection coming on off the corner here. Okay, we'll turn it back off. But at this point, all we've done really is what you could have done with the LIFX app, except now, we've got everything starting to centralize with multiple smart devices in one piece. So what I can do here is, if you notice down here at the bottom, there's a little, the icon here in the center, and unfortunately right now, this is only available on the Android platform. Amazon says they're going to do a similar feature with iOS. No date has been announced for that one. So we can tap on the Alexa icon and say, turn studio light on.
I don't know that.
Well, got a little bit out of the process. Studio light on.
Sorry, I didn't find process studio light.
Okay, now something has gotten a little bit out of whack here, so let's go studio light on. Okay. Sometimes it just could be a matter of the back end at Amazon. It might have misunderstood something I said. Now we can try it one step further here, and let's go studio light 50%.
Okay.
And if you notice the reflection off here to the side, you notice it did go down. And if we go to the screen, it says, well, 49%, 49%, 50%. It's all relative at that point. Studio light 100%.
Okay.
And that really is pretty much a straightforward process. Now we'll go back here to full screen. This is something that, if you have the app, that's good. There may be times if you've got a sinus congestion, a cold, if your voice changes a little bit, Alexa may have a problem in understanding you. And that's going to be true with any of the voice technologies. The Google Home, or the Google Assistant rather, will be doing that in another video. So you can get a sense for kind of what's going on. I like having different voice control options. You've seen me set it up in Cortana with some of the other videos. This time we did it with Alexa. So there's no single one way, and especially when you've got the different smartphone apps, you can have all three if you wanted to, voice assistants tied in. So that's, there may be some when they may have a back-end cloud problem that would be a problem and cause things not to work. And you've also got the app itself. So when you integrate to Alexa, you've now got two different apps that you can use. You've got the LIFX app when you're using the LIFX bulbs, and you've got the Amazon app. So it's always nice to have redundancy in the process. It's not a bad thing to have, because sometimes, let's face it, technology can be great when it works. So this is something that, when you're doing things, and see now, let's go back to here and I'll have Bixby do something. Close.
Sure, I closed the app.
And see, now it's closed the Alexa app. Home. Now it's gone back to the main screen. So you don't have to be tapping around different parts of the screen. With the Samsungs, you've got the added ability to do voice control with this. Bixby is not a home control voice option at this point. Who knows what Samsung may do with it, but you at least have partial control to get to the app on the phone, and then you can go to the app, in this case the Alexa app, and take it to the next step. So I've got links to the LIFX bulb, an affiliate link. So if you do happen to buy some of those, it does, get me a small commission. It's not going to change the price you pay. If you haven't decided on a new smartphone, or you were looking at the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I've had mine for just a little over a week now. I'm really impressed with it. It's overall been, it's a little bit of a learning curve switching from iOS to Android, but it's nothing that you can't do. You also will have a link in there that if you can get the Android phone direct. So if you've already got an airtime plan you like, that's fine. But if you're looking to make a change, and at one point I was on AT&T, I went to Straight Talk and I cut my bill in half. And now, the Straight Talk folks are very good about telling you up front that you get 10 gigs a month and then it throttles you down to 2G speeds. So at least you know what you're getting. For $45, that's not bad. So this is all going to be a part of what's in the book I'm coming out with called Making Your Home Work for You. And it's really, we're at a point with the technology that you can do quite a bit with this, and you can piece part it. You can do as you can afford to things, one step at a time. You don't have to do it all day one. We'll be looking at the whole host of things as time goes on. So please, I've got the step-by-step on how to do the LIFX bulb. Now, we've been doing the mini, but they've got the full line of bulbs. They've got the rope light. They've got the multicolored bulbs. So you can do pretty much anything you want to do. And if you start, and there's another video that I'll be doing about naming the devices. It sounds like a very straightforward thing, but the more devices you get, the more challenge that may become. So then you have to start looking at doing rooms. And if you've seen the other videos I've done where I talked about the Roya Viva, well, now by tying it in to your LIFX bulb into Alexa, guess what? You can now control the bulb from the Roya Viva. And it's also a very handy device to have in the vehicle. So I think we've taken this video about as far as we can. Again, everything is, the step-by-step is in the notes in the video. The affiliate links are there if you decide you want to get some of the LIFX bulbs, if you're looking at a new smartphone or want to save some money on your airtime plan. All those are down there. Anything you can do would help me. I appreciate it. Also, if you please click the subscribe button and then click the little bell to get notified anytime I post a video, because I want to do whatever I can to help you. And thank you for your time in watching the video.